Welcome back to the 21 Boom Guided Meditation. This is Coach Zach Feeney, and I'll be your guide for the evening. We'll start with the 4 remembrances to living with an awake heart. The 4 remembrances are: pause for presence, say yes to what's here, turn toward love, and rest in awareness. So the first remembrance, pause for presence. For now, say your intention to pause in just 1 or 2 situations of moderate stress and reactivity. It might be when you see a flurry of new emails needing a response, when you're worrying about an upcoming deadline, about to enter a demanding meeting, or feeling irritated with a friend, colleague, or family member. The pause itself is simple. Stop whatever you're doing, become still, and take a moment to recognize and allow whatever emotions and thoughts are present. Then take 3 to 5 long, deep breaths. With each, match the length of the inhale and exhale. Breathe in fully, filling your chest and lungs, and then release with a long, slow out breath. When you've finished, notice if anything has changed, and then continue with your day. Gradually expand the number of situations in which you practice an intentional pause, including those that involve more emotional triggering. In time, you'll be able to pause in a wide range of situations, and you'll have more access to your inner clarity, resilience, and heart. The second remembrance, say yes to what's here. While we need to open to our deep fears and losses, we can develop our resilience and confidence if we first practice saying yes to moderate discomforts and unpleasantness. You might try saying yes when you have indigestion or a headache, when you are anxious about being late, annoyed that the car was left close to empty, or disappointed at missing a dear one's wedding. Keep in mind that your yes is directed toward your own inner experience, not toward what someone else is doing. You are meeting your edge, any sense of emotional reactivity or inner conflict, and softening. Here are some ways to begin. Whisper yes inwardly or say it softly out loud. Or alternate yes with it's okay, I consent, this belongs, or any other word or phrase that conveys acceptance. Imagine sending the message of yes directly to the inner place of vulnerability, upset, discomfort, or pain. Make a gesture of bowing respectfully to the inner experience, or visualize yourself bowing. Meet the inner experience with a slight smile. Let this form at your lips, and then try to feel the smile in your eyes and in your heart. And then end by taking some moments to notice if there is any shift in your body, heart, or mind. Remembrance number 3, turn toward love. Set your intention to turn toward love when you become aware of feeling lonely, depressed, anxious, caught in self-judgment, or blaming others. Give yourself permission to experiment with different ways of reconnecting with love. Here are some possible approaches. Send a caring message or prayer to yourself, silently or whisper out loud. For example, may I be happy. May I feel safe. Please be kind. It's okay, sweetheart. I'm sorry and I love you. May I love myself into healing. Imagine receiving a caring message from a loved one or a compassionate spiritual figure. Place one or both hands on your hearts. Hug yourself. Place a comforting hand on your cheek. Put your palms together in prayer. Imagine yourself surrounded by and held in warm light. Imagine yourself being embraced by a loved one or by a compassionate spiritual figure. Imagine you yourself are embracing your inner child. Imagine and feel what it's like to let in love. Visualize the eyes of a loved one who is feeling and expressing his or her care, and then sense your body allowing the warmth of that care to wash through you, to bathe you. Send your care to dear ones, others in your life, and those you don't know. You might do this through a message and or an image. The more often you intentionally turn toward love, expressing it and letting it in, the more your natural care and compassion will arise spontaneously throughout the day. And the final awareness, remembrance is resting in awareness. Set your intention to rest in awareness at times when you are calm and quietly present. It might be when you lie down to sleep and can feel yourself unwinding, when you are listening to the sound of wind or rain, when you are looking at cloud formations or the intricacy of a flower, when you are with someone in comfortable silence. It might also be when you've arrived at your destination, right before getting out of the car, or when you are standing and looking out a window. Close your eyes and be still and notice the foreground of what you are experiencing, the thoughts, sensations, images, sounds. Let everything be just as it is. Then notice your own presence, the formless awareness in the background. What is awareness? Can you sense the silence, the stillness, the openness that everything is happening in? Relax and rest in this awareness. Become the awareness. Often after just a few seconds, the mind refixates on something in the foreground, or perhaps on a thought about what's next. This is natural. Rather than struggle to sustain awareness of awareness, which is another doing, simply be mindful as you continue with your day. The most helpful way to practice resting in awareness is for brief moments, many times a day. If you approach this remembrance with curiosity and ease, you will find that you become increasingly drawn toward and then at home in the inner stillness of being.